Hi everyone. Today we're doing a little bit of a reading vlog. I have been filming over the last week the Shatter Me series, and I was gonna like piece everything together, but it's literally just a jumbled up mess of nonsense. So I thought I would add some of those clips in, but I'm also going to kind of walk through the books right now. This was an 11 book series. 6 are regular, just normal books. And then, speaking of, where's book 6? Oh, it's right in front of me. And then there were 5 small little novellas. But I'm gonna add, like I said, some of those clips in of me initially reacting to certain parts. This is gonna try to be a little bit spoiler free. I do think there are some spoilers in here, but I will warn you so you won't be like, what the hell? But without further ado, we're gonna get started. First one, Shatter Me. I feel like this is gonna be controversial, but this was so boring. I gave this a 2-star, which for me is very low because I'm easily pleased. Now, let me just preface this video by saying I don't mind young adult, but I also feel like young adult for me doesn't capture me. Like, I like my books to be kind of intense. I like there to be a lot of detail. I just feel like it brings me into the world a little bit more. And with young adult, obviously, like, it's not going to be as detailed. It's going to be easier to read, which is good because it's like a breath of fresh air in a sense. So I just prefer it to be a little bit more detailed, a little bit more intimate. Like, I don't know, that's just kind of how I like it. And on top of it, this is dystopian. And it with like some like fantasy magical elements, but I would prefer like high fantasy over dystopian. It's just not like my favorite thing in the world. With that being said, I chose to read this because everybody talks about Aaron Warner. Like, he's always on the best book boyfriend lists, whatever. So I wanted to know. I want to be involved. And they were, like I said, easy reads. Like, they were quick. I read all of these in a week. Did a pretty good job. And I did a really good job because the Wrath of the Fallen, the 4th book in the Book of Azrael series, comes out this week. So I'm clear and ready to go. So when I get that, I'm getting that tonight, I will be ready to just start reading it. Okay, back to this though. This was so boring. Now, this young girl, she starts off in like, she's in a prison for 264 days. She's got powers. She can't be touched. That's like the huge big thing about this. And obviously there's like different political aspects in this. There's like the reestablishment, which is the people who don't want anybody to have powers and they want to control everything. Very Hunger Games-esque in terms of like the reestablishment is similar to the Capitol. There's like that, and then there's the rebels, the unnaturals, all that kind of stuff comes into play. But yeah, this was so boring I almost DNF'd it. I did not connect to it. I thought that there's a love interest in this novel, in this first one. Made no sense, and it was boring. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So 2 stars. Book 2, things started to pick up for me a little bit. We do meet Warner in this book. I think we met him like towards the end of the first one, but I thought this one was way better than the first. It picked up, things got a little crazy, and then we've got like this internal battle with her between a couple love interests, which was like, I do like that kind of thing because it adds some element to me. And then the ending of this was really interesting. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Oh, and like I'm comparing this to the Hunger Games because the Hunger Games to me is like the ideal young adult dystopian novel. So I don't know, but this was much better. I definitely liked it. I think the third, book 6 is, this was one of my favorites because we got more Warner in it. And let me just say, we do like Aaron Warner. I think that I could have used more of him throughout the whole series. Like, we'll get to it, but in book 6, we change up some point of views a little bit. And we don't get any Warner point of views in the last book. I'll come back to that because that made me really upset. But this book was much better. We got to see a couple more characters. We definitely got to bounce into Kenji a little bit, which is one of the main like characters that's her friend and not like a love interest by any means. And I will say throughout the whole series, I do love their like relationship development. I think it's really interesting. I think it's really sweet. But this is where it started to pick up for me. And I was like, okay, we're moving a little bit. Like, let's get into it. Before I forget, I did miss, there were 2 novellas that happened. There was Destroy Me, Fracture Me. It's cute that they come in one book. These are so short. Like, they were very, very short. Destroy Me was the first one, which is from Warner's point of view, which I did really like that. Like, I wanted more of Warner because I like to see like the yearning and how much he loves her and blah, blah, blah. So I really like that. And then Fracture Me is from Adam's point of view, who is Juliet's other love interest. So that was a little bit interesting. You start to kind of learn more about his character and kind of who he really is. So that was interesting. These were cute. I mean, I wouldn't say obviously novellas you don't always have to read for the series. I don't think you have to read these, but I do think they give a little like good background of like what's happening elsewhere, a little behind the scenes that you don't see from Juliet's point of view, obviously. So let's see, that was 1, 2, 3. Those were the 2 novellas. And then we got to book 4, which is Restore Me. This was good. I had some bones to pick with this book. I think I have clips from what I was thinking. So I will definitely insert those if I did. Let me just make sure. Yes. Okay. So the main character in this book becomes a leader. This was my biggest bone to pick. Like, she did something huge in the last book that really sets her like on top of this whole rebellion and whatever. And this girl, let me just tell you, she's been like held captive her whole life. She had like an abusive foster family, and then she got sent to jail, prison, because she can't touch anybody. And all of a sudden, she does this one thing, and she is now a leader of the rebellion, or of the whole continent of North America. And I was like, I just don't, that's not real. This girl's never led a day in her life, doesn't know anything that comes with it. Like, I don't know, it just, that did not hit for me. Because from my point of view, I thought that her, like, leadership was going to fall over to Warner because he's been in, like, a leadership position all of his life. So I was like, that makes the most sense to me, is her realizing, like, hey. So, I mean, that was a little bit more in depth. Then hopefully no spoilers there if you haven't read it yet, so I don't know. But if you read this, hopefully you don't have the same bone to pick with me as I did with this. And then again, the ending here, oh yes, I like have to refresh my memory even though I just read it. All books always blur into me when I read a series, so sometimes I like mix it up. Ending was good. I think the like newer characters that come into these novels are really interesting. And they add a lot of depth to it. Like once we meet Nazira, when we meet her sister, good. Defy Me, book 5. This one was really good. I mean, when I say really good, I think the highest rating I gave these was all a 3.5. I don't think I'll ever read them again. I'm happy that I did, but these for me aren't like God tier or close to it. I just think it's because I'm not a big YA girl. Like, I think that's what it is. And it's dystopian, like I said. I don't think that that's my favorite. But I think with this book, things like, it ended really cute, which I really liked. I did like the ending of this book, but I don't know. I just feel like things went really fast. So this was like, okay. I think I wanted her to like really come into her power, which I feel like she kind of never did throughout all of, maybe that's a hot take, but she did use like her powers here and there, but I felt like I expected more to come out of it. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. It feels like it might be for people who really, 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 really love this series, but I expected there to just, I guess there is one moment where it's like, oh shit, she just used a lot of power that she has and whatever. But I don't know, I just expected more from it, and I expected a little bit more drama. Another novella set. This one, let's see, Shadow Me. Oh, these are both Kenji's. What am I thinking? Both of these are from Kenji's point of view. I like Kenji as a character. I didn't love his point of view. I don't know. I mean, it did bring more depth to him, and you know, like, he's kind of like the funny guy, so you get a little backstory to, you know, what that means to him. But I don't know. These I was just like, all right, I want to be done. So, they were fine. I think I gave these maybe 3 stars. And then we got to the grand finale, book 6. This was where I was disappointed because I didn't get, when you end this, where you end it, you're like, oh shit. Things happen to Juliet, the main character. You pick up book 6. I'm expecting to get Aaron Warner's point of view on trying to help her do what they're supposed to be doing. I didn't get that. I did get Juliet's point of view, and I got Kenji's point of view. I'm like, where is Aaron Warner? I want to see him lose his mind. That's what I want to see from a male main character who's this in love with his woman. Give it to me. I want it. And I didn't get it. I think it ended nicely. I don't know. It just felt really anticlimactic to me. Like, it ended. Things happened and it ended. And then, like, it was kind of slow. It was a little slow, and then it picked up, and then all of a sudden it picked up, and, like, it was over. I don't know. So I feel like this is a very jumbled up, mixed up mess review. But overall, this was like a 3.5 star series for me, without spoiling anything. I definitely feel like if you like dystopian and you like a quick YA read, like, these aren't bad. Oh my god, I forgot about the last one. My bad. Believe me, the last one after the Shatter Me series is over, like the actual books, this was really cute. This gave me the Warner point of view I needed and I wanted more of. This is 2 weeks, set 2 weeks after this whole war and everything kind of ends. So it's kind of like, I don't know if it's spoiler, their like wedding and things that happen. And I think that the ending with Kenji and Warner, because they're not like out for each other, but they have some, not issues, I don't know, just some like discourse with each other. So it ends on a really, really sweet note. But I wanted more Warner throughout the whole series. But like I was saying, if you like quick, easy reads, I mean, they're still interesting, and you like dystopian, like, they're not bad. I think it's just because, like, dystopian's not my favorite thing in the world. So I don't know. Up to you. Whatever you think, that could be that. So definitely cute read. If you want to read it, go read it. I think they're going to be cute on my shelf. I'm excited to put them on my shelf. They're reversed right now. And I will say this is like off the, whatever it is. What am I saying? This is not on the same track. I'm having a moment. I really like that the novellas, that she put them in like the same book. I think that's cute. It saves me space on my bookshelf. Because I am, as you can see, that's where they were going. And they don't even all fit there. So I don't know, I need to get a new bookshelf, but with the way my apartment's set up, I don't know where I would put it. I could put it in here. Like, I thought about putting it right here on this wall, but this room is it's my office where I work, and then when we have guests here, sometimes we set up an air mattress, and it's really, really, really small in here. I think I can kind of show you. But, like, it's really freaking small. Small. It's really small. So, the air mattress, like, just fits when I put it in here. And if I put a bookshelf there, it would take into that space. And then there's also a wall over next to me where my treadmill's sitting, right here, that I could put it. But the floors in this apartment, this whole apartment is slanted. So if I let go, hold on, I'm in my chair. If I let go of my feet, oh, I'm stuck on a cord, that's why. One moment, give me a second. If I lift my feet up, bye. I move because it's so slanted in here, and I'm afraid to put a bookshelf on that wall because what if it topples over when I have either a guest on me or just in general? So that's my biggest concern. I could put it in another room, but the thought about putting it in another room without like this, I don't know. It's a stupid dilemma, right? It's first world problems. But yeah, so if you haven't read the Shatter Me series and you want to read it, I think you should. I think it's worth it. I would say yes, read it. Just know the first one is slow and boring. So, yeah, read it. And I will see you in the next book review. Bye.